Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're kicking off an epic journey through time, exploring the greatest civilizations of African history. And what better place to start than with the one that has captivated the world for millennia, ancient Egypt. When we think of ancient civilizations, Egypt is often the first that comes to mind, and for good reason. For over 3,000 years, this remarkable society flourished along the banks of the Nile River, creating a legacy that still echoes in our world today. This wasn't just a kingdom. It was a cradle of innovation that fundamentally shaped human history. Let's start with the basics. Around 3100 BCE, Upper and Lower Egypt were united, marking the beginning of a dynastic period that would see the rise of powerful pharaohs, the construction of unimaginable monuments, and the development of a complex and fascinating culture. The Egyptians were masters of their environment. The predictable annual flooding of the Nile deposited rich, fertile silt, allowing them to develop sophisticated agriculture. This agricultural surplus was the foundation of their civilization, freeing up people to specialize in other fields, and specialize they did. The Egyptians were incredible innovators. Think about writing. They developed one of the world's first writing systems, hieroglyphics. This wasn't just for decoration. It was a sophisticated system to record history, administer a vast kingdom, and express complex religious and philosophical ideas. Scribes were highly respected members of society, spending years mastering the thousands of characters. This ability to record and transmit knowledge across generations was a game changer. Then, of course, there's the architecture. The pyramids at Giza, the temples of Karnak and Luxor, the Valley of the Kings, these aren't just piles of stone. They are feats of engineering, mathematics, and logistics that still leave experts stunned. How did they move multi-ton blocks of granite with such precision? How did they align these massive structures to celestial bodies? The pyramids weren't just tombs. They were statements of power, belief, and an incredible understanding of geometry and astronomy. They were gateways to the afterlife, built to last for eternity, and so far they have. But Egyptian genius didn't stop there. In science, they made huge strides. Their knowledge of human anatomy, derived from the process of mummification, was unparalleled in the ancient world. They could identify diseases, perform surgeries, and set broken bones. They developed a calendar based on the solar year with 365 days, a system so accurate that it became the basis for the calendar we use today. Their advancements in mathematics were crucial not just for building pyramids, but for managing taxes, surveying land, and calculating rations for their massive labor force. Their system of governance was also incredibly advanced. At the top was the pharaoh, seen as a living god, who maintained cosmic order, or Mat. Below the pharaoh was a complex bureaucracy of viziers, priests, and scribes who managed everything from collecting taxes to overseeing irrigation projects and organizing military campaigns. This stable, centralized government allowed Egyptian civilization to endure for thousands of years, through periods of incredible prosperity and times of turmoil. And we can't talk about Egypt without mentioning their rich spiritual and religious life. Their pantheon of gods and goddesses, like Ra, Osiris, and Isis, governed every aspect of existence. They had a profound belief in the afterlife, which is why they went to such extraordinary lengths to preserve the body through mummification and fill tombs with everything a person would need in the next world. This wasn't just superstition. It was a deeply held worldview that gave meaning and purpose to their lives and their civilization. From writing and governance to science and architecture, ancient Egypt wasn't just one of Africa's greatest civilizations. It was one of the world's foundational cultures. It set a standard for what humanity could achieve, and its influence can be felt across the globe. Thousands of years later, this is just the beginning of our series. In our next video, we lines travel south along the Nile to explore another powerhouse kingdom that was both a rival and a successor to Egypt. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this journey into the past, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.